Welcome, everyone, to the ripple effect of love for dads and families. And today, we will start by celebrating your success. Why is celebrating your success so important? Well, there are many reasons. And one of the main ones is that it trains your brain to want more success. It feeds it a little bit of dopamine. So taking the time to just quickly, n- even if it's just a second here and there, and saying to yourself, congratulations, I did this. I love myself more today. I love myself because I was able to just stop and snap, tap, and zap instead of getting triggered by my loved one's boss, whatever, whoever it is that you're dealing with. To me, that is self love. It is also emotional resilience that you are building, and you are also building your emotional intelligence. Because someone who is emotionally intelligent, okay, it has nothing to do with the IQ. There's a difference between your IQ and your EQ. So the IQ is the intelligence, is the facts you can remember and spill out. And then the EQ is more about your emotions. Can you identify them? Can you feel them coming up and stay calm even though you're not happy with what's going on? Are you able to just pause instead of react? Is your tone of voice when you talk to your loved ones nice and joyous? Or is it full of stress and anger and disappointment? The best way to know that is record yourself when you are talking to someone and see how you sound. Because our pain often comes through in our voice, unfortunately. And our beautiful kids and spouses will find that quite challenging to um, deal with, right? If you have children that are sensitive, how do you know? You've told them to suck it up. You've told them to, um, it's enough, get tougher. And if you're a parent who has gone through that because your parents told you that, it's important to release that because you need to give yourself grace. We are all different, just like snowflakes. Every single snowflake is different. There are no two identical snowflakes. And when you live in an area where it snows, it's hard to believe because of the amount of snow that we have. So, because as individuals, we are each unique, I believe we are allowed to just be ourselves. And this uniqueness is what makes us shine. So, discovering our uniqueness is a journey that we will go on in January and February. So, let's just snap, breathe in, tap. You can tap on the sternum. This also boosts, let me bring the camera down a little bit. This also boosts your immune system. So if your immune system's a little weak and you want to boost it, tapping here on the sternum as you breathe in, relax the shoulders and zap that onto the sparling train, the hot air balloon. And we introduced the incinerator the other day and just zap it out. see it, try and imagine it. Christian shared the other day that seeing it as cartoons. Yes, do whatever you need. I had a client who said, I have a picture on the wall that has this image of a boat. And I had suggested in a meditation that they put it in the boat and they let it go so that it can be drowned. And she loved that. And when she would sit in front of her picture frame with the boat, she was able to do the meditation and release, looking at the boat and just letting it go. Some of us need to look at pictures to be able to imagine, and that's okay. Remember, I just said we are all different. We each have our own unique way. It's also really cool to be able to use different parts of our brain. So if you can't imagine, look at something, maybe writing down some of the things that you want more of. Maybe writing down what you don't want, crumple it, rip it up into little pieces, put it into the recycle bin to be recycled, and then write what it is that you want more of in your family for yourself. Are you able to love yourself fully? Are you able to look in the mirror and ask yourself or say to yourself, I love you. I love you, Christine. You're amazing. You're doing a great job. I'm proud of you because you started these lives and you were terrified about it. You even had a breakdown before you started. It was challenging. And now I have 70, yes, 70 thumbnails ready to go. The topics that I will be talking about. So I'm going to be on for a while. And I hope that you will come and join me for these 15 to 30-minute lives so that you can release more and share more. So if you'd like to share in the chat what it is that you are celebrating today, I would like to say that the other day somebody shared, I can show the messages. There we go. Never miss. Okay. So learning, display on the screen. Maybe I have to click here. Anyway, learning all this stuff. It's okay. Doing my best. And I know you are too. Technology is my biggest challenge, and I'm overcoming it one step at a time. No worries. And most of the time, I will be honest, with a smile. But sometimes, not too much. I will get angry and then I know when I get angry at technology, I know I need to take a little break. I need to snap, tap, zap, or I need to go and take a 5-minute break, a nap, a 5-minute nap. Maybe I'm too tired. What's the reason? What is behind this anger that's coming up? I was raised with a beautiful dad who loved us. However, when we didn't do things or when things didn't happen exactly the way he wanted, he would explode. So it's kind of ingrained in me, and I've been working really, really hard to stop that. And every time that I can see that I didn't do that, I give myself grace. Thank you, Christine. I'm so proud of you because today, when this happened, you stayed calm. Congratulations, girl. You got this. You can say this to your children. Notice, observe those little things and ask them and tell them, I'm so proud of you. One of the ways that I feel I helped my daughter the most, who would call me and complain about things happening in her life, which was okay, which I appreciated that she trusted me enough to call me and tell me about them. But it would trigger me as well. So I needed to snap, breathe in, relax, and exhale. And I would look for one thing that she had done that I was proud of her. And then when she was done, because I had self regulated while she was talking, and then I would say to her, you know what? I'm so proud of you because you did this. And that shows a lot of courage, or that shows that you love yourself. So these are little things that we can do. And I wanted to also acknowledge Christian's wife yesterday. He talked about how, uh, what was it? Oh, yes, preparing the meal, setting the, feeding the children, and they didn't want to eat what she had made. I mean, it was good food. Everybody ate it in the end. But while Christian was self regulating and finding easy little solutions for everyone, she was able not to interfere in that, not to come and say, well, you can't do that or you can't do this. And that takes a lot of courage from her on her part. And I want to acknowledge her for that. And whenever you do something different, instead of yelling, you decide, okay, I'm going to try. Oh, would you like more mayos? Would you like to take a bit of meat out of your meal? And see what happens when you do something different instead of getting angry. Notice how the others around you are reacting. Thank them for it, appreciate them for it, because they are understanding that you are now treating them from a place of love. And it's their way of saying yes, whether it's on a conscious or unconscious level. So it's really kind of cool to see that. And one other aspect that I wanted to touch today, because I find it's very important. We often forget, but guilt. Some of us, when we talk about self love, there's this guilt that comes up. We've heard people say, oh, you're being selfish. Ever been told that you are being selfish when you tried to do something for yourself? Let me tell you what I have observed in my life. Whenever I shift and set some clear boundaries, people will tell me to get off my high horse, or to um, not be so selfish. And why are they doing that? It's because I was doing everything for them and I wasn't taking care of me. And of course, they were getting everything on a silver platter. So, how can that be? How can they um, be happy about my shift? So, there are many different ways. And that guilt, I'm glad to see Christian show up today with us. And Christian, you're just in time because I wanted to help the audience release some guilt. Do you have any guilt around self love?
Oh yes. Oh, very much. You you read my mind, ladies and gentlemen. I'm late. Sorry about that. Apologies. Thank you so much for everyone that is here, that is present, that listened, that followed or found us. Thank you very, very, very much. That's coming from a whole different place. Christine, I've been tapping. No, I haven't. I've been breathing. I needed to tap and breathe because this morning has been an overwhelming shower of love to me, and my brain starts going. You got to be logical. You got timelines, you got deadlines, you got clients, we got the boss and the wife going. We got this scheduled and holidays, school events. So
Yeah.
let me say,
Yeah. So let's just do it together. Let's just do it together. Let's and breathe in, relax our shoulders, and we'll invite the audience to follow along and do this with us and exhale. All that guilt, all the overload of work. We want to give ourselves a minute. Yesterday, a dad shared that after the live, he went for a walk. I was like, beautiful. Congratulations. Sometimes we just need a bit of fresh air to just integrate, feel good. And during those few minutes of walking, the sun came out. Isn't that interesting? It's like getting a high from the universe because here we have a little bit less sunlight during the fall. So, a nice deep breath in. Notice in your body, where do you feel the guilt? Is it in your shoulders? Is it in your pinky toe? Is it in your belly, in your heart area? Thank your body for showing you where it is. And let's just release that onto the spiraling train, the incinerator, or the hot air balloon. And if it's in the head, remember, C shape around the ears, those thoughts. I've got to get this done. I've got to get that done. There's so much to do. Where do I start? Well, are you in action? No, you're in the mind, thinking, thinking. So let's breathe in
we're gonna.
the shoulders and exhale that out. And there's also the power of doing it together. And even if you're doing it after in the replay, it's okay. You will feel the difference. Keep doing it. Some people may need to do it once or twice. Some of us might need to do it for half an hour, and it's okay. Give yourself grace. And if you're feeling calmer, I invite you to put your hands on your heart and thank yourself. I am proud of you for taking that time to just relax and
I want to acknowledge as we keep tapping and breathing. Acknowledge if you've done it and you keep having racing thoughts. Thank you. Thank yourself. You're trying something
yes,
new. You're starting
yes,
to crawl. You had somebody patient there with you when you were crawling, when you were walking. You had somebody assist you, and some parents will remember the little arms out to hold your little ones in a
yes,
walk. So know that you were
yes.
supported. You are now supported as well
Mm,
into something new, and it does mean and feel different. And that's exactly what we're looking for. And if you haven't stopped your mind, that's okay. Thank you. Thank you because you're trying
mm,
something new. Thank you because you're opening yourself up to say, there's got to be a better way. And so I just insert myself here with Christine being the expert in this field, only because I want to remind ourselves that folks like myself, oh, it's so hard. It used to be very difficult. It
sorry.
used to be impossible for me to even feel my heartbeat at times. For me to
Mm,
even
yes, yes,
accept love or to even acknowledge what love and I'm yes, I'm talking about the love that we want you to experience, the patience, the calm, the nurturing, that love, because I know some of us have in those doubts and those thoughts from old patterns and old displays of affection that are not love. So when Christine
mhm,
said this, oh, it spoke volumes to me because In the last 24 hours, I'm diving in, and boy, it's deep. But I'm proud of myself, and I'm thankful to myself, and I give myself credit. And I couldn't do that before, and I didn't even know how to do that. I didn't even know that I could do that. I didn't even know I should or anything.
Yeah.
So again,
Yeah.
I'm gonna quiet down. I'm gonna go ahead and pass the mic back and say that if you've done it for any number of times, if you've just stopped and looked and thought, congratulations, you've taken a step. You're going
Yes.
on in your journey and you are moving in the right direction. Applaud yourself,
Hmm.
be grateful to yourself, be grandiose to yourself,
Yes.
because that is where the power lies. Thank
Yeah. Tap on the back. And it's important. And you said something, Christian, and if something comes up and it's too overwhelming, you can pretend that you have the like files. You know how you put a file in the back on your computer? You can put that file on hold and you can reach out so that I can support you one on one. Or if you have a psychologist or a psychotherapist, reach out to them. Don't stay stuck there. I invite you to reach out for support so that you can break through quicker. And it's okay to bring the snap, tap, and zap to the psychologist or psychotherapist as well while you're telling your story, while you're explaining what's going on. If you're doing the snap, tap, zap, it will help you stay calmer, and it will help the psychologist, psychotherapist help you even more because you're able to stay calm, you're able to feel more. And when we're tapping on meridian points, remember we're calming the amygdala down so that we can
you. Clearly communicate.
use our prefrontal cortex. Yes, communicate
I
better.
want to say something.
Yes,
I want to say something that everybody has probably
go,
heard
go,
about.
go.
It's something called the telephone game. You would turn to your person next to you and whisper the exact same thing that you heard. So I want to be
Mhm.
clear about this, because if somebody's whispering in your ear, and are you able to really hear them? Is the
Mhm.
communication clear? So,
Yep.
and then we know.
I love how you say that because in the classroom with
Yes,
25 to 30 students, you never got the
never got the
message
message.
right at
But
the end. It's
even two
just
or
like,
three,
oh my
even two
goodness.
or three, and then we get the sillies, and then we get the goofs. And you know what? Instead, you no, are we supposed to be doing that? Yes, we are. They're kids. We are supposed to be goofing, and we're whispering. So of course the giggles and the this is gonna come out. That's what. Then dive into it and go, because I did, and then this is awakening, and I'm going. I can be a kid. I can joke and Legos, and because that's what they're wanting to, and then you all of a sudden go, I'm giving myself permission to act goofy and to whisper. Now remember, clear
Yes.
communication. Can you hear somebody better? And can you communicate with someone a little bit better if we are clearer, if we are listening? So all we're telling you is this trick, this hack, this tip, this superpower is living in you already, and you can activate it, and it's going to take practice, but it's going to allow you to no longer whisper your feelings from your brain, or from your heart to your brain, or from your brain to your heart, because now you will be able to communicate clearer, be more
Yes.
confident or sure of what you're wanting to. And with that,
And
yeah,
I love that you bring that up because my partner and I were talking yesterday, and we have different backgrounds, raised differently. So there's this culture, right? Where I'm saying something in a way, and in the end we're kind of trying to say the same thing, but we're not understanding each other. So because I can just self-regulate during that time and just wait patiently, let him express himself, and then sometimes I interrupt. Yes, that's one of my challenges still, but I have improved by 190%. And at the end, it was like, "Oh, okay." So in essence, we were kind of saying the same thing, but the way I was trying to communicate, because I didn't feel heard, was a way that he didn't understand, right? He didn't understand what I was trying to communicate to him. It wasn't clear enough. So we have our key sentences now. When I want you to listen attentively, this is my key sentence, and he's got his key sentence so that we can continue improving our communication. And it's okay to disagree. It's okay. However, listening attentively so that you can get to the bottom of the situation and figure out what it is that each other wanted to say. Our time is already up, Christian, and I want to wish you happy holidays. There will be no lives for the next 2 weeks. However, January 6th, we'll be back. And if you're looking for an awesome event on Monday, December 23rd, I have Hope and Beyond Stress event from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern. Okay. You can find it on LinkedIn, Alignable, or you can even find it on Facebook in my professional profile. I've put it there. Join me if you have some stress that you want to release before the holidays so that you can enjoy them even more. Wishing you lots of love, those mini moments, cherish them, look for them during the holidays and cherish them. Say a moment of gratitude. Maybe you need to write that. Some people need to write it. Actually, I'll challenge you, write it, think about it, share it. Draw it. There you go. I think that encompasses quite a few different parts of your brain to help you move forward in your greatest desire to become a true leader from love, from a place of love, to leave a legacy of love. Take great care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you December 23rd for the Hope and Beyond event. And thank you. Oh, I have a message, but I don't know how to show it. Oh, well, I'll learn that for next time. It says, "Thanks for this wonderful lesson again. Merry holidays to you both." Merry holidays to you. Happy holidays to you. And take care of yourselves. And I'll see you, or go back and watch the lives, and I'll see you when? January 6th, 12:30 Eastern. Put it in your calendar. Take care and send